Hi, this is Jeff Gorey, your principal investigator for the Transformer Toolkit project. Back again today for another tutorial on the Transformer Toolkit spreadsheet, so let's dive right into it. Today we're going to be talking about the first of the green tabs, so what we consider the first of three different sections of the main part of this tool. If we were to visit our color code tab, we would see light green, inventory, the first main part of this tool. So hopping right into it, basically this is a tab to help utility managers understand the transformers that they have deployed currently. There's not any super revelatory or intense calculations happening on this tab. This tab is really just to get you thinking about what you have. And so the way we're doing that is we're providing a table for you to enter in some information. Really, the only two things that are required for other parts of this tool are the size of the transformer and the install date. Everything else is optional. But once you're to enter in this information, it's going to populate some graphs and some other tables to basically show kind of what you have. And so this set of data here, this was from a person on our project committee who was a rural utility. They were actually an REC, and they had 33,000 transformers deployed. Most of us munis, I would assume, are going to have a lot less than that, but we built it to be able to handle any size, any number of transformers. And so, we have some great graphs up here, the transformer quantity by year. You'll notice there's a pretty big grouping in 2003, and the oldest transformer we have is 1953. You'll notice there's some different waves here. Some interesting points could be drawn from that data. Also, here is the number of transformer sizes you have. This one is populated here, actually on this one, XFMR sizes. This is to get you thinking, if a transformer fails, it's most likely going to be this 25 kVA because that's what they typically put out there in the field, probably to serve one or two homes on a line in this rural service territory. Just to get you thinking about, hey, if 90% of our transformers are 25 kVA, as we strategically manage our inventory of infrastructure, maybe it makes more sense to have those in stock more than other ones. So that's there. Also have a pie chart, transformer years in service. This was interesting, just to group up, what percentage of transformers are between this age. For this particular service territory, looks like a large percentage of them were 10 to 20 years or 20 to 30 years. That'll also help you later when we get into forecasting and developing our age-related failure probability curve. To better understand your inventory and what it actually looks like in the field will be helpful for that. And so, there's also this other section called old transformers. It's basically, if you have a ton of transformers, because of the probabilistic nature of the forecasting part of this tool, it is going to be counterproductive to enter in 30,000 transformers and to model them. You can basically group them into groups. And so what I would do if I had 30,000 transformers is, I would make it so eventually I have like 1,000 or 100. And instead of entering in 2,464 transformers that are, less than 5 years old, I would just do 7 or, average of 2.5 years. And then I would average the kVA out maybe, or, assign a kVA that makes sense in accordance with this transformer sizes bar graph here. But yeah, that's inventory. Pretty simple. It's going to get a bit more complex, right, as we get into this other stuff. But, we're big believers in the idea that you can't manage what you can't measure, and so we need to know what's out in the field. So that has been a brief tutorial of the first part of the 3 parts of the Transformer Toolkit spreadsheet. Hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and good luck in using the tool.